The punter, Jack Fox, has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense, and at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of their future.
Ridder with it after the play fake. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone coming in for that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them.
He's got a man complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. One of only 2 rookies to top 1,000 yards on the ground last year. Here's Tyler Algier. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Out of the gun, here's Ridder. Oh, what a juke into space. Just a gain of a couple there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Ridder cannot escape, and they bring him down. Aiden Hutchinson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. Now make that a 2nd sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback, maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Well, the Lions offense getting ready to go to work here, and under center, a man whose career has been rejuvenated a bit as of late. And season number 8 now out of Cal, it's Jared Goff.
Rumors of Goff's demise? Greatly exaggerated, it seems. Boy, what a big year he had last year. 29 touchdowns and led the Lions to their first winning season since 2017. Under his leadership, the Lions expect to make the playoffs for the first time in a few seasons.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now the former Bear. This is David Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, He had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That's on the tackle, Penei Sewell. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Here's Goff. And his throw here's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Goff. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. He'll look to set up his blockers. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And that is the third sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A gain there of 21 yards.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
On first and 10, it's Robinson. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
First down, here's Ritter. He's got Smith here. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Here's Ritter. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. It was a solid check down there with pressure coming, wasn't it?
It was, because you're trying to go through your progression, and when you have that type of pressure in your face, it changes what you're doing and how fast you have to do your reads, and able to come back and find him in open space. That's a really nice play.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter. Got a man. It's London. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Here's a screen for Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Stick it with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. On first down, it's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw on second down is Goff. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They tried the throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Goff. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Goff to St. Brown for the Detroit first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Here's Goff. His throw incomplete.
Pardon me, so many times in games we see the most difficult acrobatic catches, whether it's on offense or even interceptions. In this case, this ball's tipped and popped up in the air, and it looks like a chance for a pick. And guess what? For whatever reason, they just couldn't finish the play.
And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta with it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A gain of 32 that time.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
So now, following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now it's Goff off the bootleg. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, Goff. Yeah, he's got it. And in for the Lions, touchdown. James Mitchell from 6 yards away. And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Falcons ready to take over. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons.
No surprise, Robinson is looking like one of the best running back prospects we've seen in a long time. He became the face of the Atlanta football team the second he was drafted, and he should be ripping off big runs for them for years to come.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a 1st down.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 6. Robinson with another carry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because there are multiple options on this play. Hand it inside, quarterback tucks it and keeps it, quarterback throws the ball downfield. You should be able to react to the defense and have an option available on every snap.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. Ritter now looking to throw it this time. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Ritter going to keep it. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Coup for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Desmond Ritter taking it himself to finish the drive. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's gone. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Goff. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Goff on first down.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's play. Let's play now, baby. Let's play.
On second down, here's Goff.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Play action. It's Goff. Man open. Here is Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. One heck of a third down conversion. 33 yards.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Goff throwing again. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Goff. And this complete to Mitchell. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and they actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and
he's got it at the 15. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 65 yards.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance. And this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Robinson up the middle. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Ritter back to throw.
To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
Tight defense there on third down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
So on fourth down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Koo knocks this one through the post.
And they take a 17-14 lead.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think you'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
So here come the Lions now. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second down. On play action, here's Ritter.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Ritter now.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Alex Anzalone picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
He had to fight for every yard on that run, shook himself free of a tackle, and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Got his man. It's London. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Going play action. Ritter.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Coup now for the point after.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Another shot now for this Lions offense.
They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 2.
He'll find Jones again, complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Goff now to throw. This pass complete to Reynolds.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Again, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Goff.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Throwing on 3rd, Goff. And that is incomplete.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the 1st row.
Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
59 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
And that is incomplete here. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Ritter. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Now Goff. And Jones has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 40. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
That is caught. Josh Reynolds. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's
touchdown. Brock Wright from 8 yards out, and the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Wide open receiver complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Alex Anzalone in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
On the give, here's Robinson.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll run again.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Certainly some pressure here on Younghoe Koo.
This to swell the lead to 6. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away.
So here's Goff and the Lions.
Down 27-21. A minute 46 to go. They need a touchdown. A field goal is worthless now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now it's Goff.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Desperation time for Goff on fourth. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down.
And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Another run on second down, trying to cover up.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. And his kick is indeed good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field.